get that. But I think the biggest one that I regret posting video wise is without a doubt me sharing a past relationship that I was in. I regret it more than
The Rain and Petals eavesdrop error.
like probably anything I have ever done on YouTube.
Because it was pretty shitty, guys. What she did was, it makes when you make up allegations like that, which were clearly made up, you take away from everybody else who really has that situation happen and now has to work twice as hard to get people to believe that that happened to them. So you don't help anybody there. You hurt them. Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So I see that our girl just posted about 40 or so minutes ago. Today is Sunday, and I have to get a lot of filming done on a Sunday because I work. And this is my shot to have as few interruptions as possible, although it's never guaranteed in my world. But anyways, I know nothing about this video. I just saw that she posted. I figured before I get too involved with my day that I'd take a peek at what she's saying. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. I mean, why not? So this is also going to be sped up. We all don't have time for this. Sorry, we love her, but I just change in surgery timeline, going back to school, and being interviewed by you. So that must have been her interview the other day. Going back to school, that's pretty interesting. If I were her, I would do that. Um, Actually, if I were her with her experiences, I would go into PR. I would go into PR and be a media consultant. I think she could actually rock that pretty well, guys. I mean, she's got a super successful channel doing nothing. She makes enough money to sit on her butt and order a takeout all day. I would capitalize on that if I were her. So, I suggest going back to school for business. Like I said, PR, just learning the basics, and she could probably keep her in her better lifestyle. But that takes energy, it takes commitment. So we'll see.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So I was going to vlog today, but some things came up.
March 24th. So what's today? The 26th. So 2 days ago, not bad.
And then I realized I just have a lot of really talking to do. I have updates and things like that, and like a little segment that I wanted to start. Like,
But her eye makeup is gorgeous. Like I said, I cannot do winged eyeliner to save my life. I don't know if my eyes are just weird shaped. I'm very jealous of her winged eyeliner. She looks good today.
in my vlogs, I don't know. I just thought it could be fun. So the first thing I want to do is I went onto my Instagram and I said, send me a question, send me a statement, send me
Something you want to but don't worry. Oh, okay, we knew about this.
like you want me to clarify. It could be anything, but send it to me in a voice memo and I will play it, but it has to be 30 seconds or shorter. So I don't bore anyone and so it's not like too long or anything. So
Forget it. You just didn't want to bore anyone?
I've gotten quite a few messages. I'm not gonna lie, I have not listened to any of them. I will not be showing usernames or anything like that. But I figured we could start with that because I'm kind of
And for the record, I didn't send her one.
excited to do it. So I'm just gonna like choose a few and like just see what happens. Long time ago, I'm talking maybe like 7 years ago, I used to do Snapchat Q&As where I would have you guys send me video form, like a question, and I would like
Yes.
show you guys on camera and stuff. So it kind of reminds me of that. It's like old school in a way.
So he said you were a good singer. Why don't you sing
She's so beautiful back in the well, she's still beautiful, but she's so cute back then.
Malibu by Miley Cyrus for us and actually give it your best shot?
All right, let's go.
Hey girl, I just saw
cute.
your story post about sending you voice memos instead of written questions. So here's my question. Are there any Lego sets or Lego adjacent sets that you have your eye on that you're looking forward to getting soon?
Lego adjacent. God, I love you. I love you guys. Lego adjacent. Who cares? Okay, let's see.
Also, love you. Okay, hope this is under 30 seconds. Okay, guys.
Yes, it was under 30 seconds. So there are some Legos that I'm interested in. The one that I want like really, really bad is almost $900. It is a Star Wars like.
Well, why doesn't she just get Jade, who obviously has money coming out of her wazoo, to buy it for her?
So I kind of separate,
It's $900.
the actual franchise with the Lego because I just like the Lego. I don't really know. It's like a Falcon moment. I don't know. I'll put it right here. This is what it looks like. I'm very interested in that Lego. And thank you so much for the question. All right. So let's choose another one. So far, so good. Like I'm kind of nervous. Like it'll pop up, Okay.
Hi, Amber. I was just wondering,
How long were you and your girlfriend dating before you decided to move in together?
About 36 hours. And who's calling bullshit that these aren't, pre-listened to, whatever? Because like if I did a voice memo in there, you know, mm,
Um, how long were we dating before we decided to move in together?
36
I think it was
hours.
like, oh my god, I'm so bad with timelines. It was like a couple months, I would say. And thank you so much for the question. Wait, this is low key kind of fun.
Hey Amber, okay, so what is the one video in your entire YouTube career you absolutely regret posting? I'm super curious
I might have to go back and listen. Does this sound like the same person?
because I have a lot of old Facebook, old Instagram photos I regret posting and Tumblr
Relatable.
posts, so quite curious. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much for the question. And that is honestly totally relatable because I have a lot of Facebook posts from like when I was like young, like 20, 21, where I no longer think that way, feel that way, am that way. So I totally get that. But I think the biggest one that I regret posting video wise is without a doubt me sharing a past relationship that I was in. I regret it more than
The rain and petals eavesdrop error.
like probably anything I have ever done on YouTube.
Because it was pretty shitty, guys. What she did was, it makes when you make up allegations like that, which were clearly made up, you take away from everybody else who really has that situation happen and now has to work twice as hard to get people to believe that that happened to them. So you don't help anybody there. You hurt them.
Okay, so we're gonna do one more. This might have to be like a segment that I keep because this is low key fun. So you guys have to let me know if you like it. I do get a little nervous though because it's like, oh my god, what are they gonna say? Here we go.
Hi, so first of all, my English is not that great because I'm from Germany, but I wanted to ask if
Your language. What is a language? Your language actually sounds really good.
your mom supports you with your weight loss surgery journey and what she thinks about that.
My mom does support me with my weight loss surgery
Of course she does, all the way from Oklahoma.
journey. She actually brought up weight loss surgery to me first, and this was back when I was 18 years old. So it's been 14 years. God, I'm old. I'm literally 32. So it's been a hot minute, but yes, she does support me. She wants me to be happy. She wants me to be healthy. Obviously, like surgery is a scary thing, so I know she does worry about that, but she does want to see me succeed. So that was honestly really fun. I enjoyed that. I could make a whole video. I could probably sit here and do this for hours. So the next thing I want to talk about is I know you guys hate when I talk about books. There are a portion of you who do like to read, and there's a portion of you who don't. So I try to
It's not that we like or don't like to read. We just don't watch her for book reviews.
keep these really, really quickly and fast. Like, okay, so Tender as a Flesh is hard to read. I am only halfway through it.
So yeah.
I would normally speed through something like this, but it's been hard and I'm gonna explain why. So, a massive trigger warning, graphic. Okay. So, this book has chapters and chapters and chapters of just like detailed, um, gruesome, disgusting images of humans being like torn apart. And pretty much this book is about eating humans because there is a disease that happens with animals. And for some reason, humans decide, okay, let's just eat each other. That is hard for me to read,
Cannibalism.
especially when it's like literally chapters and chapters. It's not just like an easy little tiny description. It's like gruesome details, and that's
Well, what's the name of the book? Tender as the Flesh. What did she think it was about?
it's been hard to read because it's like I don't really like reading stuff like that. If it's just
Yeah, I wouldn't read that either, but I would ditch it. I wouldn't say I have to finish it because I have to finish it. I've definitely ditched books in the beginning, middle, toward the end.
like a little segment, I'm fine with that. But it's just like constant, continuous. So this has been hard to read. I might DNF it. I don't know though, but I am
DNF it. Do not finish.
gonna start reading this because I noticed that this book is putting me in a massive reading slump. So I'm gonna read Leave the World Behind by Rumin Alam. So that is my
Okay.
book update. I know people were very interested in what I thought of this, and it's disgusting, honestly.
Yeah, DNF. Go ahead. I'm not going to judge for that.
It's gross. Okay, so next update is people always ask like, are you gonna go back to college? Like if you did go back to college, like what would you do, etc., etc. So if you guys don't know, I actually did go to college. I only completed a year. So let me explain. I initially went to college because I wanted to be a teacher. It's something I wanted to do a lot, like especially when I was younger. So when I ended up going there and saying like, I want to be a teacher, they kind of talked me into. I feel like it was massive manipulation now that I'm like older and like look.
Can anybody verify this though? I mean, I think she's going to talk about her criminal justice classes, but that sounds like okay.
Into it, like understanding the time, but they manipulated me into doing criminal justice. They made it seem like I would be really good for that because like I was in foster care, so like I understand some of the like ins and outs of that and stuff, and just like who I am as a person. They made me believe that like criminal justice was like the right answer for me. I don't know why. So I was majoring in criminal justice.
Well, so if you decide to go into education, you could pretty much undergrad in like anything. Um, actually, history. I mean, you can do criminal justice. It's just in Florida, anyways, you just have to take a test, or at least you used to, because I wanted to originally when I got my communication degree, before I went back for accounting, I thought for like 5 minutes about being a teacher. But then I remembered that I'm a little snarky and sarcastic and wouldn't really work. You know, honestly, Amberlynn, were she in better shape, I'm not saying skinny beach model, but if she were, able to move around easily, she would probably do really well with younger kids because she could really lay it on, right? I can't do that. I'm kind of what you see is what you get. She could make an impression that she's, a syrupy, kindergarten teacher.
And it was a year into college. I ended up having to move across country, and I think it was like super hard for me because like as much as criminal
Was this when Crystal's parents kicked her out and then she had to go to live with Becky because she didn't have anywhere else?
justice wasn't my passion, I loved college. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so fun. Like I put my mind to it. I set goals and I did the damn thing. And I had all A's. I got one B, and I felt like I got enough. Like I
Yeah, even though she did that in 2010, I don't believe her. Does anybody here believe her?
really, really was like on top of things. I just loved learning and I loved my classes. And one of my classes was actually psychology, and I had never felt such like passion. It was my favorite class. I loved every second of it. I did not want it to end, and unfortunately it did. But yeah, I ended up moving across country, and I stopped going to school because of that, because they did not have the college that I was going to, and they did
Online
not have
classes.
criminal justice
Online classes were there, but they weren't as plentiful as they are today.
near me. But it didn't matter to me because I realized that criminal justice A was not my passion, and I just did not want to continue down a path of like major college debt if it was not my passion. So I decided that if I was going to go back to school, it was going to be for something different. And
And she could have at the time gotten grants galore, probably even scholarships. She just would have had to, work for it a little bit.
then I slowly started to realize maybe college isn't for me. So I ended up never going back to school. But
Especially like a community college, it's really cheap. Like, so my son was at a bigger university, COVID kind of dampened that. So now he's at our local state college, um, community college, and it's like 2 grand a semester with books and everything. I mean, she could write a check for that, easy.
I would say in the last like few years, I guess, I massively have been thinking more about like if I was to go back to school, what would it be for and what would I do? Without a doubt, 100% psychology. That topic to me, learning it doesn't even feel
Okay,
like school. It doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like fun. Like I love psychology.
sure.
It is so interesting to me. And that's how I know that like
It was interesting to me until you get into the nitty gritty and realize it's work.
I'm passionate about it. And so I actually just a few days ago started a class online, or a course, a class, a course, same
Good,
thing. And it has been a lot of fun so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
good.
It obviously does cost money, but it's not going to put me, it's not going to cost $30,000. So
No,
you do get like a diploma certificate
good.
after you complete this class and you pass it or whatever. So I'm enjoying it so far.
That is great news. I'm not going to lie. That's really good news. I'm all for that. She's got to do something constructive besides Legos and coloring. Everybody needs that in their lives.
So that is something I wanted to update you guys on, because I just feel like I want to be more productive with my time, and I want to do something that could possibly, put me in a better spot in the future, because I just feel like I need to learn more. I need my brain to be in motion, because I feel like it's just like mush. Like all I ever do is just like YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. And I feel like I just need to put like
Legos, coloring, Walmart shopping, online shopping.
my time and energy also into other things that could be good for me. So yeah, that is a little update for you guys. So I'm like really excited. I've already learned some things, and I've been able to like see some of the
Although, if she's learning like psychology to make herself more into her own head and to sit and spin with her own problems, that's not going to be good.
things I've learned like within myself or like people around me or situations in my life. And that is also what like the professor said is like when you learn and the things that you're gonna learn, you're very much instantly gonna see those things all around you. And it's been interesting because I've been able to like learn a little bit more about myself, and parts of it feels like therapy. I'm not gonna lie. It's so weird. Like because it really just dives deep into like situations, and this professor like makes it to where like he wants you to like think about yourself a lot of the time and just like the world around you and like the experiences you've been through, etc., etc. So yeah, I've been enjoying that, so I just wanted to give you guys that little update. So obviously in every video I want to have a PO box moment, so here's
Oh, all right, guys. What do we think? Troll, no troll. Troll, no troll. I like troll.
alrighty. So we have an Amazon box here. Okay, so do we have
If it's a pure troll, though, she should edit it out, but I hope she doesn't if it is.
a letter? Yes. The letter says from Aliana. I hope I pronounced your name right. And she sent me Montreal steak seasoning. So random, but I love the random.
I think I've had that once. I wonder if it has monosodium glutamate in it, MSG.
I do want to request, don't send me food items, and I mean that in like the nicest way possible. I appreciate everything sent to me, but I don't want anything like food related, drink related, even if it is seasoning
So don't show it then. If they give it to you, go put it by your mailbox in your apartment complex. Somebody will grab it up.
or fiber or protein, like anything. I don't want anything food related because if I ingest food, I want it to be bought by me. But regardless, I do appreciate the gift. Next is also an Amazon package here. Alrighty, it is a book. Is there a letter? No letter. I also saved the letters you guys sent me in the little Amazon. Yes, I do. This book is called Bronze Age Mindset by Bronze Age Herbert. Okay, I love that.
Is this another troll book like that other one, the jesting book? I'm curious. Has anybody read this? Let me know.
So it's a book about nudism. Thank you for the gift.
I like Buddhism. I love learning about religions. I was just having a conversation about Scientology with my younger goob earlier, and because back in the day, I think I said this at one point. I read Dianetics probably when I was, I don't know, maybe 21 or so in college. I thought that I was on like a spiritual journey ish. I just wanted to hear about all religions, and I thought it was pretty cool. But then I threw the book because none of it made sense. I'm like, look, I'm just not smart enough for you, Ron L. Hubbard. And then I looked into Scientology a little bit more and I thought, man, this is so cool. Then I realized you had to pay. And I said that to my son. I was like, you would love Scientology, but when you realize you have to pay, you're not going to like it. Because if I'm cheap, he's 10 times cheaper than me. We love him. I'm trying to get him to come on, by the way, because he's hysterical.
Okay, so we have one more box and it is from Amazon. Okay, so it is 2 books and there is a letter and it's from Jen. Thank you so much. She sent me The Body Keeps the Score, Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma by Bessel van der
Okay.
Kolk, MD. Trauma is a fact of life is the first sentence
Yeah, I would really like to see her read more self-help books like this.
in the back of this book. So I'm actually super excited to read this. And the other book she sent is Weight Loss Surgery Does Not Treat Food Addiction by Connie Stapleton. So thank you so much for the books. All right, so the main part of this video and what I'm really excited to share with you guys is I have a massive weight loss surgery update.
Yay!
So I had my dietitian appointment. It was just a few days ago. I have one once a month for now. And it's just to see how I'm doing, talk to me about my progress,
Which is shit.
what more needs to be done, etc., etc.
She needs to actually put her mind into it. But okay, let's let her finish.
And this appointment, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I know you guys hate when I say this, but there is some things that are currently happening, like within everything that I don't feel comfortable talking about right now. So there is
Then don't mention it. But it's okay. We gotta click on these videos, right? So she has to make money. I have to make money. I have to fix what she says. So we're here.
pieces of my journey and my story missing that you guys are not hearing about, but I will tell you, I promise. I'm just not telling you yet.
No, you
And the
won't.
reason why I feel like I need to say that is because I don't want to feel like I'm lying to you guys because I want it to be so transparent in my whole journey with this, but I just feel like there are certain parts that I want to keep private now because it's going to help me. And that is my goal here,
Yeah.
is to help me and I want to improve.
Well, like, so I did that video on Trina Louise, which I'll try to post here somewhere. Remind me. She went through all her prep. So she was a plus size, she still is a plus size fashion model or fashion influencer, whatever we want to call her. She had companies send her things to try on. She was working towards getting weight loss surgery for, I think she said like a year or so. Didn't tell anybody, right? Did a video that she posted after she got the surgery. That, if you really want nobody to know, that's what you do. And then the most important part, in my opinion, is not the prep for the surgery, it's after the surgery. So now what Trina does, if you follow her, she gives weight loss surgery updates. She talks about what she's eating, how she's feeling, how she's doing. The prep is important, but what happens after surgery and the healing that you need to make for your mind and body, that's the key.
I want to better myself, whether that be physically or mentally. And I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there is parts of the story missing.
Okay.
And I'm trying my hardest to be as transparent as I can and to let you guys know as much as I can. Okay. So my dietitian said that everything I'm doing is exactly right so far. And that I'm doing really good and I'm making progress where I can. And something she said actually made me feel better and validated. And she said
Validated. It's most important to be validated than anything else in this world.
the exact quote she said was, "What we expect from you and from all patients is imperfection. We do not expect perfection because we know that you aren't
Obviously.
just going to be perfect. You're going to have slip ups. You're going to have mistakes." And that just made me feel so validated because, I was super honest with her because I've had major
The thing is, though, if you could be perfect in your diet for the amount of time that they need you to be, you wouldn't be getting weight loss surgery because you wouldn't need it.
setbacks recently. I have had slip ups. And there was a moment where I felt like, maybe I wasn't going to get weight loss surgery. And obviously that moment passed really quickly and it's not something I vocalized. But like I said, there's missing parts of the story that I will.
Yeah, I kind of believe, like, I don't want to give anything away, but Kicking Geese kind of did a stream similar to what's going to happen here. I'm leaning to that where she's just feeding us a bunch of smoke right now. She has no intentions of getting weight loss surgery, which makes me sad. It really does, because this is it, girly. This is it.
Fill in for you guys in the future. I'm just not ready right now. So it just, I don't know, it just made me feel like a big weight was off my shoulder because obviously, I'm telling her like it is. Like I was like, you know what? I wasn't on track for a little bit. And, she understands that. And she was just like, we don't expect you to be perfect. And I don't know, it just made me feel really validated. So, but the really good news, honestly, in my opinion, this is amazing news because as you guys know, I was told that I was gonna have to wait a year for possible surgery. And that was kind of scary for me. And my dietitian had the appointment with the surgeon and all that type of deal. They've changed their minds. And that, oh God, I got kind of emotional. They have changed their minds because, like I said, there is bigger things happening that I can't discuss. And I feel like
Yeah, because she needs the friggin' surgery to live. Hello? 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 Is this thing on?
I keep saying that. I know a lot of people are gonna be frustrated with me, but just please be patient. I promise everything is gonna be on the open eventually.
I bet you it's her heart. I bet you she's struggling with congestive heart failure or something with her liver. I am telling you, this chick is not healthy.
I promise, okay? So just understand that what I'm telling you now is because I do want to share this journey, but what I'm holding back is because it's for my well-being, okay? So the new goal is they want me to show progress 3 to 4 months from now, just for 3 to 4 months. They just want to see
Okay.
progress. And I'm glad they came up with that decision because waiting a whole year is a long time, I'm not gonna lie. And my appointment with the surgeon is coming up, and that's just going to be more him telling me more, like what he wants from me. I'm hoping he'll give me some weight loss goals and things like that. I'm just looking
Well, it's not really all about weight loss. She just needs to change her mentality and really understand what she's getting herself into. Oh, yeah. And fix or at least decrease some of the underlying conditions that, you know,
for more like obtainable, touchable goals that once I reach them, I can just like cross them off type of thing. So 3 to 4 months is drastically different than a year. So I feel very, very happy about
yeah.
that. And I know that I can show progress in that time because
I think I got my surgery within 3 to 4 months.
I know I do. And I know that I got this. Like I know that I do. And I know it's hard, but it's like if I'm working towards a surgery that is going to change my life, it has to start with me. And it has started with me. Just these last few months has been so stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It has been so stressful and it's been confusing and it's been hard. And
Yeah, I hear her. I remember stress. I know stress. Again, I'm not trying to minimize what she's doing, but it kind of pisses me off because so I had all this stress at MS. I had a full-time job that has my insurance, so I could get the surgery because I don't make, the 5 figures like she does. And kids, my kids were young, my husband has also some issues with chronic illnesses. I mean, it's a lot. Okay, all she has to worry about is this surgery. She doesn't even cook most of the time.
and it's been a lot. I could have done better, I could have done worse, and now it's just like from this point on, all I can do is prove myself and show progress and do the best that I can with what I have now. Obviously, I am going to learn more and hear more from the actual surgeon when I go. So we'll see what goes on with that. But yeah, I just was really excited to give you guys that update because it made me really happy to hear. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say. Yeah, I was totally gonna vlog today, but then life, you know what I'm saying? Life hands you lemons, and sometimes you just don't feel like making the lemonade. And
Ugh.
that's my day today. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it wasn't too boring. I know sometimes there's gonna be vlogs, and sometimes there's just gonna be some sit down videos. I might switch it up. like I've just been uploading blogs, so I might switch it up and start doing other type of content. I'm not really sure what that's going to consist of, but just like videos focused
How about like showing us what you're doing to get ready? That would be awesome.
like strictly on like one thing. I try to, have a variety in my videos. I try to talk about several different things, and I do feel like I am good with that. But I want to add more. I want to do more, add more. So, anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Ugh. Okay, so another non-update update. I am glad they kind of backed off the year without binging. Listen, again, I know, I hear you guys. She's not ready. Got it. She's not. The year without binging was stupid and nebulous because it's like, okay, did you binge today? No. Okay. I mean, how would they know? How would they know? I mean, her weight potentially, but then she could set herself up in a binge purge situation, which is really bad. Not really like purging per se, purging, but like a, binge and then don't eat for a while so she doesn't, gain weight or God forbid use like laxatives, diuretics. I don't ever want to see that. And I don't want to see that kind of pressure put on anybody. Okay. But, I'm glad they're willing to work with her. They want to see some updates. 3 months is not unreasonable to get ready, especially if she has some kind of like underlying medical condition that she needs to address. I mean, did they ever check to see if she has sleep apnea? I mean, that's kind of standard now. I know a young person going through this who needs to get checked for sleep apnea. You know, it's kind of important. So, because you don't want to die, okay? But anyways, that is really all I have for you today. It's kind of funny. I'm going to cut. I'm sorry if this is choppy, but remember how I said I don't get interrupted a lot because it's Sunday? Well, I got interrupted a lot. So hopefully it won't be too choppy. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.